I'm Joe Lipton, the CEO and inventor of Vault.
And what is Vault?
Vault is a new asset based upon diamonds.
Okay, so what does that mean? I already think diamonds are an asset.
Well, diamonds are a personal asset. They're not really a tangible, fungible, tradable, liquid asset. There's a big difference. There is no source of liquidity. There's no source of pricing. There is no central mechanism. There is no well-established way for you to participate in the trading of diamonds. It's very cumbersome.
A lot of people might think that buying a $10,000 stone means they have a $10,000 asset. Is that right?
No, it's not right. And they may even have an appraisal that says $10,000. But their ability to recover $10,000 from that is virtually zero.
Why is it so low?
It's the nature of the sales process and the mechanism for moving diamonds through the pipeline from pebbles in the ground to the consumer that create a lot of excess margin or a lot of costs that have to be met, ultimately paid for by the consumer. So at the wholesale level, diamonds have a value of trade. At the retail level, they have a value. To the consumer, they have a value, but those values are vastly different. Vault solves all that problem by making the price of Vault discoverable. It's discoverable on the internet. We have a flat world, 365 mechanism by which you can discover the price of the last traded Vault, offer your Vault for sale on a global basis. And because of the technology we've built in, you don't even have to trade it through our platform. You could trade it over Taobao. You could trade it over eBay. You could trade it in your lawyer's office. You could sell it to your neighbor over the fence. Because of the technology, Vault can be absolutely authenticated electronically, optically. And then after you discover the price, you and a counterparty can negotiate the transaction yourself directly. Is that it's light and portable and easy to store, easy to carry. And the benefits extend way beyond that. So way beyond liquidity, way beyond price discovery, way beyond the density of the value.
When you say that it's portable, can you give me some sense of scale?
One Vault, perhaps a black Vault, is equal in value, plus or minus, to 6,000 ounces of silver.
Okay.
So if I wanted to transport $100,000, it would be hard to do if I had silver, even if I had gold. Diamonds are the most dense value, but accessing that dense value is a problem. Vault retains the benefits of having accessible dense value, and it's portable. It fits in your hand. It fits in your pocket.
Is that the idea is that this is making money compact?
Well, first of all, I would say I'm not so sure you would walk around with $100,000 in your pocket, no matter how it was carried, right? Although some people wear very expensive watches that are worth way more than that. So I'm not so sure it's about the portability as a primary consideration, but the primary considerations are alternative store of wealth, dense value, giftability, legacy value to this. Vault has very interesting opportunities, whether you're an investor, you're a collector, or you're someone who's received or giving a gift. All the diamonds are certified. All the diamonds are securely protected. There's no switching of stones. Our technology prevents that. So there's a surety as to what you have, and there's a surety because you can go online and see where those stones last traded.
How does Vault fit into the discussion of security backing our currency?
So I think there's a much larger idea in the question you're asking, and that is shared value. Diamonds have shared value. Gold has shared value. That's what backs up the concept of value. It's the same thing about a $100 bill. Diamonds are part of this global idea of store of value, as is gold, and as is the euro or the pound sterling or the ruble or the dollar. So I would say it's about the shared idea that something has value. And yes, I'm willing to trade my car for that. I'm willing to trade my diamonds for that. I'm willing to trade my building for that. It's about a common idea.
How would someone who wishes to protect their assets from financial volatility be able to make use of?
I think the most sophisticated investors globally understand the concept is diversify and understand that you possess something, whether it's wine or a collectible car or it's diamonds or it's US dollars or it's gold, that has shared value that you can use to protect what you've worked so hard for. This is technology. This is part of the Internet of Things. This is something you can authenticate anywhere in the world you have an internet connection and a smart device. This is tangible wealth within the context of shared value, because everyone who's listening knows that diamonds are dense value. So this is a physical product that is made out of space-age ceramics and single crystal sapphire. It contains $100,000 worth of diamonds. It is portable.
Right. You wouldn't want to carry that through Times Square.
If you did, you probably wouldn't want to wear a sign or a T-shirt that says, I'm carrying $100,000. The idea is that this is something beautiful. This is something collectible. This is something tangible. This is something of lasting value.
What's a typical use case?
So a use case might be someone who wants exposure to diamonds because they believe that over the next 5 years, 10 years, the value of those diamonds as a store of wealth will increase. Maybe someone believes that it's good to have portability. It's good to be able to put something in your pocket and go someplace else and convert that to, or liquidate it or convert it to local currency. I may have an investment in real estate. I may have an investment in gold. Maybe I'd want to have a small investment in diamonds.
So you're telling me that I'm holding in my hand now $100,000. Okay. So that's kind of incredible. One of the first things that comes to mind is the ability to transport this, or maybe to use this for a purchase of something that I don't want followed or tracked in some way. Is this a mechanism for misbehavior?
So the answer is yes. I think people can use money, they can use diamonds, they can use gold for all kinds of illegal activities. We have purposefully built this product to be a bearer instrument. We don't track it. We don't know where it is. We don't know who might own it, who might have been on the other side of a trade, who the counterparty was, if it was sold or traded, unless they want us to know, or unless they want to sell it through the Vault Exchange, which is a global internet-based flat world exchange. However, we've built the company such that we prevent that type of activity in dealing with us. So if someone wants to deal with the company, we have to know who they are, and we have to have identification, and we have to check them against a global watch list. If someone wants to sell Vault, we have to know those same things, and we have to know what bank and what bank account they want to receive money in. We have to anti-money launder check that bank. So with respect to dealing with us in this dense value, globally, we're know your customer and anti-money laundering compliant. With respect to people using this privately between counterparties, being able to authenticate it, being able to understand the value and discover the value, and not have anything to do with the company in terms of buying or selling, it can be used for other activities.